Little Jamie, little Jamie, we're sure glad you are here. We're sure glad you are here.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a beautiful day. Please excuse my hair, it's raining today and I just came from shopping. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing some wonderful holiday crafts projects for you. Over the holiday, a lot of people have come to my house and seen some of the projects that I have done because 99.9% of the furniture in my house is repurposed. And a lot of people have suggested that I do a do-it-yourself video, maybe repurposing furniture or some of the other projects that I do around the house. And I thought that was a good idea. And since tonight I'm going to be doing some holiday projects, I figured I'd do it on camera for all of you. Maybe you might learn something that you never thought of before, or maybe you might get an idea about how to save some money, because Lord knows when you're buying stuff for your house, whether it be furniture or just decorations for the holidays, it can get very expensive. And even if you have the money, who wants to spend unnecessary money for stuff that you could just make for yourself out of things that you bought from the dollar store? Right, so I got my trusty glue gun and I'm all ready to go. So without further ado, here it is. Okay, so for my first project, I wanted to do a 3D poster board. A lot of them can be seen in Home Goods and other home stores, and they're like almost $30. So what you do for this is go to the Dollar Tree and get the heavy poster board. They come in white and black. And whatever ornament that you choose. So I chose an actual ornament. Yours could be a reindeer. I've seen people do that. And here, what I'm just doing is marking off where I want the lines drawn, because since it's the holidays, I wanted my poster board to have a candy cane effect. Next, I'm just taking some tape. If you have painter's tape, I would recommend that. I used, I think it's like masking tape, but it kind of tore off the poster board a little bit, but I was still able to fix it. But I'm just going across, marking off the lines on the poster board so that I can get it prepared for spray paint. Next, I took my trusty red spray paint after my tape was exactly where I wanted it and just sprayed. You want to be sure that you put down some type of protective covering over your floor if you're doing this in the house. And honestly, I don't really recommend that you do this in the house. I've just done this sort of thing a lot, so I'm very comfortable. But for this kind of thing, you really should probably do it like in your garage, in an open area. I was in front of the windows in our bedroom and I had them open, and I'm used to doing this, and I had like protective coverings over the floor. Next, I just tore the tape off. Simple. And you'll see as I continue tearing it, it starts to resemble a candy cane. Beautiful. Just the way I wanted it to look. Like I said before, you probably want to use painter's tape though, because a couple of these kind of did tear the poster board a little bit, but I was able to fix it with my trusty glue gun. So you probably don't want to use any other kind of tape other than painter's tape, but it's okay because painter's tape is not that expensive. Then after you're finished tearing all the tape off, oh my god, I look like I'm having such a difficult time. Next, you're going to get to your decorative ornament, whatever that is, whether you've chosen a reindeer or an ornament like I did or whatever. Here I'm just cutting off all of the tags and any of the sticky tags that they may have on the back. And you just take your glue gun and glue around all of the perimeter of whatever it is that you're gluing on your poster board, whether it be a reindeer or an actual ornament. And then you just press it down exactly where you want it to go. And then you have the exact same 3D poster as they sell in Home Goods, but not for $30 or $40. You paid $2 for it. Well, minus the spray paint and the tape. But hey, that's still good. What a bargain. The next thing that I wanted to do was make a decorative centerpiece. Now, usually these things are really expensive. The first thing I used were some candle holders from the dollar store. That's Dollar Tree. And to make a base, I just put some glue around the top and press them together firmly. Sometimes you can leave these for a couple of hours, but I'm used to working with this, so um, it was fine. The next thing I did was kind of try to position um, the vases that I chose from the dollar store to see kind of how I wanted this vase to look. Um, and so I decided I wanted the circular piece on the top. So the next thing I did was just glue the next two pieces together. And you can see I'm putting glue around one of the tops of the candle holders that I glued together. And I'm just going to position the next part on top of this. I put glue on both sides because I wanted to make sure it stuck. Here's me just putting the top on it after I had stuck it all together and kind of shaking it around to make sure it doesn't fall apart. Next, I'm just going to spray paint the entire thing the gold color that I wanted it. Now, I want my centerpiece to be gold, so I spray painted it gold. You want yours to be silver or red or blue or orange or pink or purple or green, then that's the color you use, but I just want it gold. And to go along with my gold from the dollar store, I chose gold flowers and beads and ribbons and stuff as well. So I thought that would be a good matchup. So I'm just spray painting it. The spray paint that I chose really doesn't take long to dry. So I just kind of sprayed one side and let it dry a little bit and then sprayed the other side. Next, I sat it up just to make sure it wasn't falling apart. And the next thing you do is you choose a floral foam to put inside the piece so that you can stick the flowers that you buy into it. I chose the circular one with the, it's like a sphere and the center is out of it because that's all they had. They didn't have just the regular full piece ones. And then they had these little round ones, so I figured I could put the round piece in the center. And that's exactly what I did, and it ended up working out pretty good for me. But these are only $1, so really, even if they don't have some of them but have others, you can kind of just buy a lot of them and just piece them together. Next, I just took my floral arrangements and my wire cutters and kind of cut them to the length that I wanted them to be so that I could start placing the flowers inside of the floral foam. This is just something that you kind of eyeball and just, do according to what you think looks nice. So I kind of chose some for the center just to kind of get it organized and just to see kind of, how it was looking and to make sure I had measured it right with the lengths. And then I just kind of continued this same thing all the way around. For this arrangement, I put the more glittery pieces in the center because I kind of wanted that to be the focal point. And then around that, I kind of placed all the other gold pieces. Here, I'm just kind of rearranging things a little bit. That's something that you might have to do. But you just play around with it until it starts looking kind of how you want it to look. However you want it to look, whether you want your flowers to kind of tower over the front of it or to stick straight up, you just kind of got to play with it as you go along, kind of like doing makeup or something. So here I'm just continuing to place the flowers, as you can see, into the floral foam. And I continue doing this all the way around. It looks like a tedious process, but really, it doesn't take that long. Even if you're new at this honestly is something that you can do. It's very simple. It's really fun too. And it beats paying $50 or $60 or however much these centerpieces cost. Ooh, I almost dropped it. So you just continue placing your flowers around and around. until you get the desired effect. Once the arrangement starts taking shape, you can put whatever other decorative pieces you want in between the flowers. Like for me, I had these little glittery pieces, these little decorative, looks like mistletoe. And with this, it's the same general ideas with the flowers. You just kind of stick them in there wherever you think they should go, and you change them around until it starts looking the way you want. And I think the end result came out pretty well. At the very end, I decided to add two bows on either side. My mother-in-law actually sent me these in the mail, and since they were gold, I thought they would go really well. And I just kind of stuck them in there around some of the floral wire that was left over, and yeah, I think it came out pretty well. I had so much fun making this, and I saved lots of money, and so can you. Trust me, there's nothing like a good bargain to put you in the Christmas spirit. Until next time.